Hello and welcome to Moving Iron Podcast After the Bell with Chip Nellinger. Chip, looks like some news came through today that they're going to do the permanently put the 15% ethanol blend year-round in fuel.
Yeah, it did. Got some confirmation of that, and you and I talked about that yesterday as well. I think most of that news was in the market yesterday. I think the market's a little bit tired in here. There's been so much back and forth and political news and rumors, and that's a step in the right direction, right? That's what the corn people have wanted for a while. Make the 15% blend year round. Let's go to that. So I think longer term, that's good. Saw the market relax a little bit today to end the week. So it didn't have a lot of support, but there wasn't much news beyond that. And I think that we've had a nice run up. And we got hit hard today as well as yesterday. It drug corn off the highs. Beans took a little breather today. So we had a little bit of a down day. I don't know in the end result that it means a whole lot in the big picture. Monday's a new day, new week. So I think we kind of start fresh again next week.
Yeah. So let's take a look at kind of what's happened this past week and kind of get a feel for what's been going on and then kind of what you think the first part of the week might look like.
Yeah, kind of a choppy week in the grains. We ended up closing about 2 higher for the week in corn. Again, had a choppy week and traded both sides of unchanged, but ended up 2 cents higher in corn. For the week, beans were the big winner, even though we closed well off the highs, up about 14 cents on November beans for the week. So a pretty good week there. Wheat was the big loser. Chicago new crop wheat going to end up maybe slightly higher in the week, but about 20 cents off the highs earlier this week. Kansas City going to be down a dime on the week and about 33 cents off of the early week highs. So the wheat market took it hard, and that's based on improving weather forecasts for Kansas and Oklahoma. I think in the case of corn and beans, so before I jump there, that's going to be the driving force next week in the wheat market is it going to rain in Kansas and Oklahoma? If it does, I'd say a lot of that's digested in the market. If the rain is a little bit on the low side or misses, we're going to add a bunch of premium back into the wheat market. So it could be a volatile week next week in wheat. Weather is going to be the big issue in corn come Sunday night and Monday as well. A lot of rain coming, especially the upper Midwest. Snow, rain, anywhere from 1 to 5+ inches of rain. So it's cold. We just don't see much heat in the extended forecast. That's going to start getting into the corn market and supporting us. So the corn market especially is going to be hypersensitive to the extended forecast Sunday night and Monday and all through the next couple of weeks. We need to start seeing some heat and some sunshine and get corn planting kicked off because it's a real slow start so far.
Okay, so like where I'm at, the weather thing is a big deal. So I'm out here in western Nebraska, and we're supposed to get 5 to 7 inches of snow. It started raining last night, so guys are not quite ready to get into the field yet, but they are definitely chomping at the bit. They're still a little bit early out here, but I've talked to some folks in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, some dealer friends of mine that are out there, and they're still saying that soil temperatures are so low now they can't even get anywhere near ready to plant yet.
Yeah, we're a little bit wet here in Illinois, but it's cool. But we're just getting about right, and we're supposed to get rain this weekend. So that's going to put a damper to that. But like you said, guys, in Iowa, it's drier. They could be going probably, but the soil temperature is so cool. And then further north in the Dakotas, and especially North Dakota, they still have a hard freeze in the ground. So they're a long ways away from getting started in North Dakota. And, pretty quickly, unless they start getting some heat real quick, you're going to maybe start making the case and talking about maybe some corn acres switching to something else. Maybe it's beans, maybe it's canola in North Dakota especially. So that forecast definitely matters, both precip and temperatures. We've got to see a warm up and get these soil temperatures up. And then have some dry weather because there's areas of the eastern corn belt that's a little, touch too wet right now.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's kind of hit or miss everywhere. Even the guys down south in Mississippi and Alabama and those areas, I was talking to those guys, and they were saying it's so wet down there they can't even get any field work done to get anything ready to go. So it's
Yeah, they're gonna get more rain. I mean, this rain is
yeah,
pretty widespread, and it's I talked to a guy in southern Indiana, northern Kentucky. They're on track to get 3 inches here this weekend of rain. So it's less than a stellar start.
yeah.
It's still April. We got a long ways to go here, but it's definitely a slow start. There's no denying that.
Is this really any different than any other year? I mean, as far as there's always a planning delay, it seems like somewhere along the way.
Yeah, it's no different yet, but I do think though if we get the next 10 days, 2 weeks out of the way, and we haven't seen much more progress in April, and we're starting May off behind the 8 ball and well behind planting pace, I think that'll start mattering to the market. Last year was an anomaly, right? We planted late last year and saw a record crop, but you can't count on that every year. That's because we had a cool, wet spring and a late first frost almost across the board. That's pretty rare. So late planted, if it's not till the 8th, 10th of May before we get kicked off, or later, I think you will start seeing a little bit of. I'm not saying corn's going to rally 50 cents, but I think you'll see a little bit of risk premium put in if we're battling cool, wet conditions here for another couple of weeks.
Right on, right on. All right, Chip. Was there anything else out there you think we should we talk about?
Cattle. We'll talk cattle real briefly. They had a good week. They were up about $2 in the June. So finally, nice to see that we saw a little bounce in cattle. Cash trade a little bit better. I think it's pretty lightly tested. There'll be more cash trade later this afternoon. Up big in the not big, but April cattle were up 132 today. They're winding down. They only have a couple weeks left to trade. So there's not much volume there. But strong cash is going to help give us a little bounce in live cattle. So they could maybe go another $3 to $4 pretty easily in the June. Maybe get up around 108. Here's something I wanted to show you, though. Not necessarily ag-related, specific, but it does affect corn a little bit. This is a crude oil chart. And, with the tensions in Syria, and are we going to bomb them? We're not going to bomb them. There's some battles brewing. Is Russia going to be mad if we do? We put some risk premium in the crude oil market. So crude oil was up over $5 this week and closing north of 67. That's about a 40-month high. So over a 3-year high this week in crude oil. That can kind of be a bellwether for commodities. It'll spill over and help the corn market out a little bit too. But that's definitely something to have on the radar screen here is this crude oil. If you put another $8-10 and start talking about $70-$75 crude oil, it's going to spill over and probably give us a little bit of support in the corn and the bean market as well.
Right on. One news headline I heard while I was coming into the office today that Argentina was going to start allowing imports of U.S. pork for the first time since somewhere like mid-90s, somewhere I can't remember the exact date. But how do you think that's going to affect the hog market, and where do you see that headed?
Yeah, hogs have bottomed as well. I think they put a nice bounce in this week. Seasonally, into summer, we usually have a rally in July and August hog futures. So any type of fresh new demand is going to be what we need and be taken as friendly to the marketplace. We've expanded the hog market. We continue to expand the hog market as far as numbers and production. So, we need to keep that demand base strong to withstand some of these bigger numbers. So, see a lot of volatility. Hopefully the worst is behind us here and we can bounce this market into summer. I'm not saying we're going back to, $80, $85, but $15, $20 bounce in the summer month contracts, I don't think it's out of the question. And even if it doesn't, I think most hog producers, we saw some unusual strength about 3 or 4 months ago and got us to levels that gave opportunities to lock in prices and protect downside in the hog market. So I think we'll get another chance at that, and hopefully the worst is behind us in the hog market. Hopefully the worst is behind us in the cattle market for the time being as well. We need to see a little bounce there to give us another chance to kind of get some, third and fourth quarter hedges in place in this cattle market.
One other question I had for you, and it's kind of something I've been meaning to ask you all week, and I've just kept forgetting to do it. But the cotton market. So they've taken a lot of wheat acres out of production in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas because of the price of wheat, and then they're planning on planting those back into cotton. So, kind of what do you think the cotton market? How's that going to affect the cotton market? And do you think that the cotton market is strong enough to survive adding several million more acres into or several 100,000 more acres worth of crop production in?
Yeah, the cotton. I'll be the first to say here, I am not a cotton market expert at all, but I do know enough that it's a small market. It's a unique market because it's so demand driven, particularly from China. And right now, we seem to have that demand. Demand's very good. So I think it all boils down to demand. Can we keep the demand base stable and or growing? And we should be able to withstand those extra acres. If, however, we see demand shrink and there's a normal crop, it'll overwhelm us. So we're up near the highs in cotton. And any cotton producers out there, you got to look at that and say, hey, this is a good level. Is there something I need to be doing? I know that, there's vast differences. There's a basis play there that gets pretty nasty between where the futures are and where the cash market is. But you have to, kind of take and look and say, well, December cotton, let me take a look at it here. Close the day at just under 79. So that's a pretty good level that I think you need to kind of take a look at if you're a cotton producer.
Okay. All right, Chip. Well, if guys want to get a hold of you and continue some of these conversations, how would they do that?
Best way is just call our office here. It's 309-550-7213.
Great, Chip. Well, we'll catch you back on Monday, and hopefully I survive the blizzard.
All right. Well, yeah, hopefully we don't have a blizzard. You can keep the snow, and everybody have a good weekend.
Well, we're gonna have our fair share at it, I think. So, appreciate you, Chip.
All right. Thanks.
All right, bye.